Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, and today's video is all about the Peak 2-day cycling stage race. Now this is an event held in the Peak District in Derbyshire in the UK, and this is going to be behind the scenes in what is an elite British cycling race. Now there are 2 days of racing at both a women's and a men's field, and each field are racing 3 stages, made up of 2 road race stages and 1 time trial stage. So today is Saturday, the men are doing a road race and the women are doing a time trial and a road race, and then tomorrow those things are flipped. Men are doing a time trial and a road race, and the women are just doing a road race. So I'm following my friend Adam Kenway around this event and sort of documenting a bit about how his race is going, but also the event as a whole. So I'm hoping to take you along for the ride along the peaks and troughs. Today looks like it's going to be pretty grim weather in about an hour or so, but tomorrow looks a lot better. So I hope you enjoy this video. Now the purpose of this is to try and give you an insight into the British road racing scene. There's been a lot of mixed news recently about the British scene, particularly 80-85 team folding. So the best thing you can do is to watch stuff like this, is to go to races like this, is to support businesses who support teams and events like this. So we'll try and capture that over the next hopefully half an hour or so, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. I'm certainly enjoying being here, so let's get stuck in. Okay, so we're not far away from the first stage starting. I thought I'd just introduce you to Adam Kenway. Some of you might know him, some of you might not. Adam, ex-national hill climb champion, up there on the Via Gellia scoreboard.
Of course.
Any other credentials that we need to drop in about yourself?
Oh,
in the break at the Tour of Yorkshire 2018,
yeah.
All day.
Yeah, won this a couple of times.
Okay.
This race, yeah, it's looking forward to it, really.
Good.
So this race of the season, so it's always a proper race of the season, so
yeah.
It's kind of always nice to see where your legs are and see where you've got to get to.
We were saying this earlier, with cyclists like riding to form, so there's a bit of a training weekend for you, but it's just good to do such a good event in the peaks, isn't it? Yeah. Now, this weekend's event, the standard is National B, which is quite high in the UK, but it's not the top standard.
Yeah, really, there's only 4 or 5 events higher in the country than this. So
the National Series, Sickle Classic and Tour of Britain.
Because it's 2 days, well, it just puts it that little bit higher, so it's kind of almost like it's almost national.
Yeah. So today's stage is 7 laps of the Bowl Hill circuit, which is 12.5k per lap, 200 and something metres per lap. Yeah. There's about 90k and about 2,000 metres of climbing. Now you did do this event last year. Unfortunately, you had a P word and didn't finish.
Yeah.
But, you like
escape of air.
You like this circuit, like the lumpy stuff?
Yeah, I like it. It's one of them where if somebody gets away, it is hard to change because it's just hard. There's no really flat and.
It's quite narrow and twisty, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good course. Like I say, I won on here twice and come second once. I do enjoy it.
Good.
But it's just see how everything goes.
Yeah.
If you got bad legs, if you have a day with bad legs, you can't really fake it on this course.
Got it. So it rewards fitness over dynamics. Good. Well, there's a whole load of teams here. There's St. Piers and GB riders and so on. So we'll share those in a little while. Yeah. Adam this year is riding for Derby CC, which is sponsored by Hoob and We Bicycle. That's right, isn't it?
That's right, yep.
I'm surprised it's not called Barbados CC, and maybe that's something they are working on. Yeah. So it's the first out in the team. You've not got your kit yet, so
we'll a couple of weeks' time, half time, yeah.
We'll drop that, but I have brought a Barbados jersey with me. Should you be on a podium, you can put that on. So yeah, have a good race, Adam. We'll see you out there.
Thank you.
So this is like the build-up now, so I'm trying to stay out of the way whilst also stay close enough to get some video. The convoy is assembling in this car park, then it's going to roll out onto the course and it starts neutralised, so it's not going to be a race for the first couple of K, and then they drop the flag and then go. So I'm going to see them set off. I've got to try and catch a jacket off of Adam whenever he comes back. And yeah, there's that many people involved in organising a race. Honestly, I've only organised 1 road race. This is essentially 6 road races in 2 days, so take my hat off to the organisers. So all the riders get a safety briefing before the start, covering things like what happens when there's a break, if you get dropped, how far behind before you're out the race, what happens in the convoy, areas to be aware of on the circuit, those sorts of things. The circuit is punchy, it's twisty, it's turny, poor surface in places. It's just classic British roads, so it's just one of those things. Of course, there's a few dramas before you start. One lad's just had a tubeless puncture, so I've just put some more pressure in his tyre for him, and that's sealed, looks okay. Another lad's forgot his helmet, so I've given him my helmet. So there's always these, even at the elite level, these sorts of things happen. So yeah, look forward to watching a good race. Let's watch them roll out. So I don't know every rider inside and out, but I know a few. So on the front there in the red and blue is Ollie Peckover, who rides for Train Sharp. I don't know if I'm getting this angle right or not. Is there? He won a road race last week. In the fields, George Pedden, very good climber, has a very good time at Sakalobra. I know you sometimes watch his videos, George, so I hope you have a good race. Some Wales Racing Academy riders, Cycling Sheffield riders, Rocket SCRTT, a few real good teams, Team Lifting Gear products like there, real good climb timing strong team, so we're probably going to see some race dynamics and some individual riders riding really well. I'm going to be able to get to 2 places on course and see the finish, so looking forward to that, as well as giving Adam a bottle or 2.
You've got Matt Lock here, he's taking what did he do? Did he
They're away, let's get racing. Wowee. What a location and setting for a bike race. This is incredible. So behind me down there is the finish on that corner, so I'm a little bit past the finish, and there's probably a 2 to 3 minute climb before the finish, so this course really is going to suit the climbers. Past me here, it continues going up there. This is the feed zones. This is where I can give Adam a bottle if he wants one. He said he doesn't want one on lap 1 or 2, but 3 onwards he might, but he's quite good at communicating. He'll shout to me often, next lap, and I'll get him all ready for the next lap. I've got a couple there should he want one. I'm going to put this on so that I stand out a bit more visible rather than a black hoodie. It's easier for him to spot me, and they shouldn't be going that fast here, so it should be quite easy to pass on the bottle. I'm also loving this spot here because you can see what's happening for so far down there, so you can see where the attacks are going, where the splits in the field are and stuff. Oh, I cannot wait to get stuck into this field. But also in the women's field, it's probably more star-studded than the men's. None other than Katie Archibald, multiple world champion, has turned up today, so yeah, brilliant. So we can actually see the riders coming down the hill behind us over there. They're a couple of minutes away from us, so we can really see the race unfold. I have unfortunately forgot my drone. It's in the car, but I'll get that out tomorrow. So there should be some good shots from around here. Let's see what's happening on lap 1. Up, go on George, good riding. Up. Up. Come on, George! Good riding. $30 seconds, yep. Gap of 2, 1 chasing, 30 seconds from the bunch to the lead breakaway with George Pedden in as well. Adam's in the bunch, he was towards the back, he looked okay. He said next lap please, as anyone wants a bottle next lap. So polite, in a bike race and still saying please. Crazy. Let's give him a bottle. Cruising George, good work. Keep working, mate. Go on, Kelly, hang on.
Come on, Adam!
Keep pushing! So not his day today. So on the last lap, Adam said this is not my day. He was still in the front group, but he was just getting distance over the top of this climb, so hopefully he's still in that front group now. He's not took a bottle yet, and this is the last lap he can take a bottle. However, in an effort to try and give him some morale, I've got a little can of Coke out of my bag, and I've like shook it with my thumb on it to make it flat. It's only a tiny can, but sometimes a little swallow of Coke is all you need, isn't it? So I'm going to offer him this, and hopefully he's either come round or this is going to save his day. With this 2-day stages, or so race is all based on GC time. So if he can stay in the lead group, he's still in the mix. So let's see.
I know. The last time you did this race, you punctured.
I know. Well, then the time before came second, the time before I won. I think it's hit or miss, isn't it? It was hard today, though. I don't know, it felt hard. It might have been just not good legs, but it's... Yeah. It's... Yeah, never mind.
Okay, we will hear from Ken Dog in a few minutes about his race. Obviously he's not in it, but the finish is just coming up now and there's not many riders left, so let's see what happens up this last climb. This should be a fiery end to the race. Up, 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 up! Good Ollie.
Go on, Nathan! Go on! Oh, well done!
Well done, George.
And the time I got back on, I was popped again.
Yeah. Just nuts. It was literally just full gas start to finish.
Was that a good summary of your race then, Ollie? How'd it go for you today?
Well, I've never done the course before, so I didn't really know what to expect.
Are you glad you hadn't run it before?
No. It would have been nice to know exactly how hard the climb was, but you get used to it after 7 or 8 times of it.
Yeah.
So how did it play out for you then? Were you any moves?
No, so today I literally just tried to ride it conservatively.
Yeah.
Like, don't hit the front at all, just follow wheels, and then, because obviously we've got 2 races tomorrow, haven't we? So
That sounds a lot more sensible than like somebody else I know.
But when you caught me, like, you were one on the front. Going up the climb.
yeah. I can control the pace on the climb. Yeah. Whereas otherwise you'll get a 35 kilo beanstalk, whack it up there at like 300 watts, which for us is like 800 watts.
Yeah.
So you're well in the mix for tomorrow then, so you set yourself up well.
Yeah, so I think I was 8th. Yeah. So obviously we've got the TT in the it's not a TT, it's a hill climb.
Yeah. I took your street.
It'll be alright for you.
Yeah, 9.5% for 3k.
Yeah.
I think so.
6 minutes 5 course record.
It's only Tom Bell, you can get that.
Aiming for sub 10.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, good ride, Ollie. Well done.
Yeah.
All right, so race done and dusted. Adam, how did it go?
Pretty poor.
Okay. Why was that?
Yeah.
It looks hard.
Yeah, it was hard. It was just hard from the go.
Yeah.
And I went. You're not sure whether it was lap 3 or lap 4. There was a bit of confusion with that, but I think one lap didn't get changed. It's crossed to a group of 2, which have got crossing to
George. Was the way of one.
Yeah, so crossing to him. And then, unfortunately, we got caught like just before the top of the climb, and basically it kicked off as it caught us, and I went straight out the back. I chased back on for a lap, got back on at the bottom of the climb, but by that point I was gassed.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, I just heard, I thought it was a big group. It got nuked. I sat up basically and did a U-turn.
So Adam pulled the pin, didn't you?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna roll around for the 30th.
So you've won this twice.
Yeah, I won it twice, came second one.
The second one. So you're at the point in your cycling career where results matter, and you've won a lot of stuff. So I can understand that. I want to win, but if I'm somewhere in the middle, I'm not. It's easy to tell yourself I'm not too bothered about it. I'll just call it there, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
but then you got neutralised.
Yeah, you didn't know about it. So a lot of the race came back together. So if you'd You don't know that, but if you just stayed going around,
Yeah,
maybe it'd come back together, maybe it wouldn't have, who knows.
But
So
it's all,
yeah.
it's one of them.
Yeah.
But it's really early in the season, and
Yeah.
first proper race.
We were talking earlier, and this isn't an excuse, it's just factors. You work full time, and some of these people you ride against train full time. It's early March, and you've not been on a training camp, you've not spent a month in Girona or anywhere, have you? So these are people you're racing against, and when you're in the cycling world, get a few races under your belt, you then start getting fitter throughout the year, don't you? So when you did this event in September, you said you're in a lot better form than you were in March. So good stuff.
And I want to be pinging really for Divs Champs.
Okay.
And then
Mid-June,
and then that onwards.
good.
Because there's mid-June Divs Champs, National Road Champs, which is East Coast Classic, where I did a good ride on when it was Premier Calendar.
Yeah.
And then that's also the last Premier Calendar, and that's the beginning of October.
Right.
And then there's Rydale, middle of August.
Yeah.
So really, all the big races tail-ended.
Yeah.
So
it's easy to get carried away early season, isn't it? But
yeah.
Good. All right. Well, stick with me, son. I'll get you some training done in the next few weeks, and we'll get you in some good shape. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for.
I'll take tomorrow, and we'll do 5 hours.
I'm busy. Thank you for having me along with you today, Adam. I know it's an extra stress having somebody doing this, so thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Good to have an insight into a racing scene. Now, obviously, because Adam didn't finish today, he won't be doing the racing tomorrow, so I'm going to end the video there. Unfortunately, I won't see any of the stages, but I hope that's given you a good insight into. Yeah, have a ride across. Oh, the video will be out after the race, though. Whatever. Okay, check out somebody else's content. So I'm going to go get some training done. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that anyway. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again very soon. Let's go and get a coffee, Adam.
Yeah.